quantitative and qualitative standards relating to due diligence. Even in case of takeover of credit proposals, they said enhanced due diligence is required because we don't know how it has been operated in the other bank. That is why they said we should not take over any problematic account from the other bank. So when, as I said earlier, even in our case, when it is showing some early warning signals, we have to weed out those customer. Similarly, other bank also may have that type of policy, and they will try to exit those accounts. And we should not enter the exit accounts of others. So this is where that we should be extremely careful. But for that, takeover is a genuine business things that is happening in the market, and so we don't have any hesitation in doing so. And SMA advances, since collection team is there, monitoring team is there, I just wanted to emphasize on this SMA position of the bank. If you can look at it, total SMA position, you can just see what is the percentage. So all SMAs, inclusive of SMA 0, it is at 12.45% in March. Though in September it has come down to 9.92. So what RBI, in the recent supervisory review meeting when other day when we had gone to RBI, what RBI has said openly is that your stressed asset ratio is very high as compared to other peer banks. This is what they have told. Stressed assets means SMA position plus NPA. So they said, so it is around 12.5%. It is one of the highest, because of which they said, so we continue to treat your bank under high risk category. So we need to work on this. So our comfort is that those who are in collection team or in recovery, not in recoveries they will handle only NPA accounts. In monitoring, at monitoring stage itself, data has to be taken care, and to a certain extent under collection stage. So our tendency is that, so it is still in SMA, it has not gone, it has not slipped. So it has not created any problem for us. So normally we will tend to go with whatever assurances customer will give. But we should be very harsh on this SMA position and see that this is controlled. Otherwise, what will happen is these are all, so today's SMA is tomorrow's NPA, nothing else. So we have to control this. SMA position has to be brought it down, and we should not get any comfort because these are all potential NPAs. Or as I said earlier, today's SMAs are tomorrow's NPAs, so we should be extremely careful about this. This is about asset quality. You can just to see the movement of NPS in our bank also. Until December 2023, you see the first two quarter-wise, the last 5 quarters it has been shown. Until December 2023, our slippages were far less than our upgradation and recoveries. But things started reversing from March 2024 onwards. In March 2024, June, and in September, we could see slippages are higher than our upgradation and recoveries. So that is why it has all distorted. Our NPA percentage started going up despite increase in advances. Otherwise, as a percentage to advances, when advances level has gone up, it should have come down ideally. But it has not done so. But in March, we said one major account has slipped. But it is not only about one major account that has gone bad. We have been seeing series of smaller accounts are getting slipped. Even after September, I may not be able to openly tell, but after September, but till yesterday, the slippages in MFI advances, so many, I can just give you, it has slipped. In credit card, we have seen huge slippages. We have seen in personal loans. So sum total of all this is much more. So slippages are happening at a rapid pace. We have not been able to contain. So that is why, and recoveries and upgradations are not in tune with the slippages. Because of that, our NPA percentage has substantially gone up. My humble appeal to all the team working, sitting here, especially collection team, monitoring team. So at monitoring stage itself, so kindly take care, and you assist collection team in see that these accounts are recovered. So don't allow that account to continue in SMA position, and something needs to be done. So we cannot continue like this. Slippages will continue to happen, and so will be taken by surprise only at the quarter end when the balance sheet is drawn. That shouldn't happen. And this is about, again, as a corollary or extension of what slide earlier I had shown. You just look at the credit cost. credit cost is nothing but the provision what we have created for the fresh slippages as a percentage to total standard advances. So that credit cost until December it was negative. That means so we were not making any additional provision. Whatever slippages are there, so we were recovering far higher than the slippages, so that there was no additional provisions were required to be made. But from March onwards, we are making additional provision, even after recovery, even after netting of the recoveries and upgradation. And that is why credit cost has become positive now. It was 0.10% in March, gone up to 0.22 in June. Now still it is at 0.15%. So credit cost is one area that where we need to see. Since incremental slippages are happening and we are providing, because these are all being treated as substandard assets only, and we are making provision at the rate of 25% only. Unprovided portion is 75%. So because of that, our provision coverage ratio is getting reduced. So you can see provision coverage ratio without with write-off and without write-off we have given, excluding write-off, which was around 75%. First column in the bottom line bar graph was around 75%, has come down to around 60% now. And similarly, inclusive of return of, it was around 92%, it has come down to around 81%. So sharp fall in PCR. It is mainly because incremental NPS have been provided at the rate of 25% being in the first year. So then naturally unprovided portions are more, it is pulling down our provision coverage ratio. This is also one area wherein RBI had advised us to see that this provision coverage ratio is improved. So it is for us, to decide and how best we can improve. So I thought these are some of the issues I just wanted to bring it to your notice, since we are handling credit and credit job family is here, entire credit job family. So starting from policy makers up to recoveries team, it is for all of us to see that this position is improved in the days to come. Because once it is treated as an NPA, we are knowing the dual effect, it's like an hanging sword. So to what extent it can create problem for us. We need to make provisions. Apart from that, we are losing interest income. And not only that, our asset quality ratios gets distorted. Then being a listed company, if our NPL levels, if it goes up, and it will have its impact on our share prices also. So we have